Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat football is on the air.
There's no reason we can't be in position to go out there and win every time we take the field.
Montana State is 15-0.
Run, hit, finish.
Runs over a man at the 5, and he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
These guys, they want it.
From Butte to Bozeman, and the Bobcats strike first.
We're not done yet.
Angling to the right sideline, the 20, to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Go, Cats, go. Bobcat football is brought to you by Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, Ag West Farm Credit, grounded by tradition, inspired by possibility, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. This is Bobcat Pregame.
It's a beautiful day for the Bobcats to earn their first win of 2025, but it'll be a stiff test on this Saturday afternoon under cloudy skies in mid-September. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you today as we get set for the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 0-2 against two of the top teams across the country. They still have only fallen to number 4 in the national rankings, still allowing them to have a great opportunity to build a heck of a resume for both the playoffs and for some home field advantage when November and December eventually roll around. The opponent today is the University of San Diego Toreros. They are 1-1 this season, coming off a ranked win at home against Southern Utah last week, thanks in part to a stalwart defensive effort holding Southern Utah under 100 yards of rushing in that overtime victory last Saturday. Kelly Freeman is our producer today. Dylan McPhail out of Anaconda is our on-site engineer. Dan Davies, the Hall of Famer out of Chinook, is our man down on the sidelines. We will talk to him a little bit later. And from the Peconi Nation, Leo Davis, a two-time Big Sky champ. Leo, how we doing? How we feeling?
Keaton, absolutely fabulous. Like you said, it's a gorgeous day for football, a gorgeous day to be back in the Valley of the Flowers, and ready to see this Bobcat team lock, load, and ready to go.
No doubt. We will hear from linebacker coach, another Bobcat Hall of Famer, Jody Owens, a little bit later, and Brent Vegan will join us to preview this matchup between the Bobcats and the Toreros, the 5th all-time meeting between these two programs. All right, Leo, let's dive right into our Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile today and get to know this San Diego team a little bit.
Yeah, the San Diego team, they bring a variety of characters on the offensive side of the ball. Specifically speaking with the offensive line unit, you know, I always got to favor the trenches a little bit. They work very well with each other. They're light on their feet. They're a little light in the rear end, meaning they're not as heavy as the last two teams that we've seen, but they're able to establish push up front, and they're able to protect that quarterback when needed.
Dom Nankiel is that quarterback. He is a third-year junior, so he's been in the program for the last 3 years. He's replacing really one of the legends over the last couple of years, Grant Surgent, who led the Pioneer Football League in touchdown passes a season ago, and now it's Dom Nankiel, who only went 6 of 16 through the air last week, but he had a 49-yard touchdown run, 76 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's running a pro-style offense for this Torero team.
Oh, and he's doing great in some of his stats. I mean, they're kind of outlandish. I know he didn't play much last year, like you said, but hasn't thrown an interception yet since 2023. And going into this game, they have not turned the ball over, whether it's a fumble or interception. They do great with their ball security, so it would be interesting to see what our defense can dial up against this offense.
Also, Matt Colombo, number 5, is a guy to watch for this San Diego team. He's a USC transfer, the running back, now in his second year with San Diego, and he's coming off a star performance last week.
Oh, last week he did phenomenal. That Southern Utah game, it was a great one to watch as far as a football fan, just watching some great things on film. But Colombo, he can get it done. He can go from left to right and then also put his head down and go.
Yeah, he's a very experienced running back. Now, at USC, only played 4 games, had 1 carry, really didn't play much, but you can see he's a guy who is fundamentally very, very sound. On the Bobcat side, coming in today, few things maybe are some areas of concern, but at the end of the day, this certainly does look like a team that is clearly one of the top 5 teams in the country, number 4 in the nation. They fell behind Tarleton State, who's number 3 right now in the nation, coming up out of Texas. But albeit a few areas of concern, there seems to be some answers. They just got to iron this thing out a bit.
All they got to do, and you know, they put some great things on film. They went back to the drawing board. They practiced hard all week, so being able to make those pieces fit and be able to move as a unit, all 11 men doing their job on both offense, defense, and special teams, we're going to be able to see the fruits of that labor today.
Brent Vegan in his 5th year comes in at 47-12. He needs one more win to break the tie with Sonny Holland for the second most wins in program history. So he's tied with Sonny Holland at number 2. Remember, Coach Holland went 47, 27, and 1 in his years in the 1970s. So Vigen's kind of sitting on that right now. But today he welcomes in an unranked FCS team. He is 28-0 against unranked FCS teams. And, if you want to be great, you got to beat some great teams, but you also got to handle business against the teams you're supposed to beat.
I think you got to handle business on every time you play on the field. It's one of those things that you preach. This game's the most important game. Treat every game like it's that championship, and Coach Vigen's done a great job. And, yes, Keaton, you want to be able to take care of the unranked opponents, but you also want to show out against those that are ranked.
After a Bobcat Stadium record, 22,117 fans were here a week ago. We are expecting a 28th straight sellout at 11th and Kagi as we get ready for the Bobcats and the Toreros. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you up to date on what the schedule looks like around the Big Sky. Some fascinating matchups, which will certainly give us a little more information and a few more answers as we head down the final turn of the non-conference season. One more non-conference game next week against Mercyhurst, and then Eastern Washington is here to open up the Big Sky slate after that. All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, we'll get to our Intermountain Health look around the Big Sky. More after this. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
We're back at Bobcat Stadium getting ready for Montana State and San Diego today, a part of a full slate of Big Sky football action. So let's take a look at that now, presented by Intermountain Health. Kicking off right now is Northern Colorado at San Diego. That's going to be an interesting one. San Diego sitting at 0-2 right now. They got upset last week, while Northern Colorado is coming in after a really tight loss at Colorado State last week, in which they had what would have been a game-winning touchdown overturned on review. And I know Bobcat fans have feelings on that. But for Northern Colorado, this is going to be a prove-me game when they go to Vermillion.
Oh, big time, because South Dakota, they're proven winners. We played them in the semifinals last year, and that's a tough matchup, and this will really establish where Northern Colorado is as a program.
Yeah, South Dakota had the unfortunate news that their starting running back Charles Pierre Jr. is going to be out for most of the season with an injury he suffered in practice this week, so South Dakota a little shorthanded. Top 25 matchup is over in Missoula, North Dakota at Montana today. That game kicking off with ours, so that one is really where most of the eyes of the FCS are on, as that's one of the few ranked matchups we have across our subdivision. Utah Tech at Idaho, another very interesting matchup today. Utah Tech, a future Big Sky program starting next year. They've played some tough games. Idaho got their first win of the year last week. Eastern Washington is at Northern Iowa. Weber State is at McNeese State. Western Oregon at Cal Poly. That'll be an interesting one just to kind of get some comparative scores after Western Oregon has gone through some good stuff. Northern Arizona at Southern Utah later today. Mercyhurst at Sac State. And Portland State plays at Hawaii tonight. So those are the Big Sky games coming up today, presented by Intermountain Health. Okay, we're going to take a break. And a little later, we will talk to Dan Davies, our sideline analyst. We'll also talk to linebacker coach Jody Owens, and Brent Vegan joins us as well as we get ready to go for Montana State and San Diego. Back with more of the Intermountain Health pregame show after this. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Howland believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need.
Davis and Jones get out in the open field and see what they can do.
All right, looking forward to it. How did Julius Davis, Adam Jones perform today? And what are some of those yardage to goes when we do see third down for Montana State? Dan, appreciate it. We'll talk again right as the horses are getting ready to run out.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're with another Bobcat Hall of Famer, Jody Owens, joining our pregame show. And then it's head coach Brent Vigen sitting down to help us break it all down between the Bobcats and the Toreros. For Dan Davies, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is the Intermountain Health pregame show. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Jim Harrison once said, "It's hard to be unhappy in the middle of a river." Of course, we'd like to add, on top of a mountain, inside a log cabin, driving down a dirt road with a view. You see, Montana is our home, and no one is happier to show it to you. Yellowstone Brokers.
Looking to build something solid and long-lasting? Look no further than Fortify Building Solutions in Belgrade. Whether you need metal roofing, siding, buildings, or pole barns, we've got you covered. And whether you are a seasoned contractor or first-time DIYer, you can count on our personalized service and support from beginning to end. Visit us in Billings or Belgrade or at FortifyBuildingSolutions.com and start building today. That's FortifyBuildingSolutions.com. Proud supporter of the Bobcats.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having